We all have assumptions within us, and that is what builds the life that we live at this point. The assumptions are based on the programmings that you've received throughout your life, many or if not most of them when you were a very young child. You had no way to reject or filter any of the programmings that you got, and that is what drives your life, what builds your life as we sit here. So if you're having trouble with manifestations, you're doing all the things that the gurus tell you, all of the techniques, and still not working, stick around. Maybe I've got an answer for you. Maybe I can help you with some of those things. The assumptions are based on what is installed in our unconscious mind. And I started learning about this stuff about 50 years ago in a group called the Silva Mind Control. A guy by the name of Jose Silva had put together a program. He started out trying to help his children. He had 10 children. He lived in Laredo, Texas. And he tried out trying to help his children do the best that they could in school. And two of his children, one of his daughters and one of his sons, were apparently excellent candidates and subjects for what he was trying to do. And he ended up putting together a program that helped people to deprogram and reprogram themselves so that your assumptions change. And if you're sitting there trying to, you're trying to manifest something in your life, and I don't know what that might be. New car, new house, new clothes, friends, relationships, whatever it is, it makes no difference. It's all just things or stuff when you really come down to it. And you're trying this and it's just not working for you. It's because of your belief systems. The real trick is how do you change those? What do you do about it? And the big question is, do you even know what's there? See, what you assume is what manifests. So what do you actually assume is true of yourself? What do you assume is the real you? Most people have no clue. And then the belief systems, not just the assumption, but the belief systems that trigger the assumptions. What is your real beliefs? And a belief is just something. It's not something that's absolute. It's not something that is even honest or true. It's just something a thought that you have thought over and over and over again throughout your life. So the beliefs that are there, they could be the culprit of why you can't manifest what you're trying to manifest, okay? And you go on YouTube, and I do a lot of YouTube investigations too. I watch a lot of the gurus. And they tell you the first thing you have to do is you have to change what you think. Okay, I disagree. I think the first thing that you have to do is find out what you think, because most of us don't have a clue. I had something pop up. Like I said, I've been doing this for a lot of years. I've had some really good manifestations in my life. In fact, the place that I live right now was an absolute manifestation. I live on some acreage in the desert in Arizona, and it's where I wanted to be at the time. I didn't want to be in some big city. I didn't want to be living in some foo-foo mansion someplace in a big city. I wanted to live peacefully in a simple kind of a lifestyle. And we were living in Washington State. And I started looking around and finding out where I could buy acreage that was, peaceful. Well, I settled on Arizona for a whole number of reasons. Been here before, kind of understood what was here. It gets hot in the summer, but the rest of the year is pretty good. So anyway, so we came down here. We came in a motorhome, and we found just bare property. Bought the property, moved on to the property, did everything we had to do to get set up, moved on in our motorhome. And one day when we were clearing scrub brush and stuff like that, I realized that what I was looking at in front of me at the moment, the mountains, the valley that we live in, everything around here, was the exact picture I had visualized in my head when I was manifesting a place to live. I mean, it was absolute. I know I can't show you that, but honestly and truthfully, it amazed me. I was just like standing there saying, wow, I've seen this before. And I didn't realize that I'd bought the property and been here for a short time before I realized it. And I thought, okay, well, this is the place I'm supposed to be. And we've been here, this will be our 5th summer here right now. And it's a little warm, but it's okay. We still get out and do things, and either in the morning or after evenings and stuff like that. but it was an absolute manifestation. But even with what I've been through in my life, this past week I had just almost one of those eye-opening moments of something that was still inside of me. I was watching another YouTube channel, and the guy that I was watching he's talking about manifestation and living life and stuff like that. And I don't remember his name right now, I'll tell you the truth, but anyway, or I would tell you, it's Daniel something or other. But anyways, he said that he realized in his own self, in his own revelations, that he came from a family where poverty was normal. He didn't think of it as a belief. He didn't think of it as an assumption. It was just normal. So he said that he had a tremendous amount of problems in his life with finances because of that. And I realized that while I didn't come from a family that was absolute poverty, I did come from a family that was, just getting by and making it, and a working class family, I guess you'd say. And that was normal. That was just absolute normal for me. And that's what amazed me. It is a belief, but I didn't see it as a belief. So even inside of me, it wasn't registering as a negativity, but it's absolutely a negativity. And just to give you a heads up, I am a certified clinical level hypnotherapist. And I do work with people in hypnotherapy for a lot of different reasons. The main reason I got into being a professional hypnotherapist, going to a school and going through training, was because I realized that there was a lot of people in the manifestation world that I kept seeing over and over and over again on different channels and different things, in different books even, that didn't understand why they couldn't manifest. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe if I get deeper into myself, maybe I can help other people. And that was my total objective for getting into being a professional hypnotist. Because when I was first got into this with Jose Silva's mind control group back in the 70s, he's no longer with us, but the group is still around, the business is. And now it's called Silva Ultramind, I think is what they call it now. It's probably, I haven't really been into any of their training lately, but I'm sure it's a lot more in depth than it used to be. But Jose said you have two parts of your mind, and he didn't list it as conscious and subconscious or unconscious. He said it was your logical mind and your deep mind. And he had a method for going into a state of mind that he called alpha state. Well, alpha is one of your brainwave frequencies that you go into. In fact, it's where you do a lot of your rapid eye movement dreaming when you're asleep. Your brain goes into the alpha state. A lot of when you're asleep, you're in theta, and even into a deeper one, delta. That delta is the one that when you look at people, sometimes you got to look at them real close to see if they're still breathing. They're so deep into their conscious mind, their unconscious mind. But all of that stuff is still in there. Everything, all the beliefs and everything that you've been programmed with, and you have to get those out. Now, Jose says, okay, you just go into your deep mind and change it. Okay, sounds simple enough, right? Just change your thinking. Again, first you got to know what's there. And all the gurus say this. Everybody I've listened to lately, they're really on a kick right now. Clear your negativity first, your negative assumptions, and then your new assumptions can come into place. Your assumption of being wealthier, happier, whatever you want your assumption to be. And like Neville Goddard said, it's the assumption that matters, what's inside of you. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and it's yours. But then again, what does that mean? What does that mean? Assume that feeling of the wish fulfilled. It means when you make that wish normal in your thinking, normal in your life, that's when you realize it. That's when it will actually come into your physical focus, is when you make it normal. Whatever that normal is to you, it's not being excited, it's not being up and down, it's not saying, oh, I'm so grateful and all that stuff. It's just when you feel comfortable and when you feel normal. I think in one of my other videos I said, it's just as comfortable as an old pair of shoes. That you may not see it yet, but you still have to be comfortable with that. You have to say, yes, that is mine now. I know it is mine now. I know I have it now, and be completely comfortable with that, with nothing behind you saying, oh, no, that's not working. Maybe you've tried affirmations, scripting, all kinds of things like that. I've tried all that stuff, and none of it really worked for me until I figured out that I had to get rid of the garbage that was inside of me. So my ambition is to help people clear themselves out, and I can do that through hypnosis. Right now, you can get in touch with me, and I do all of my hypnosis, or just about all of it, over Zoom. So you can do it any place in the world. It's amazing, and it works just as well as being face to face or in person. So contact me through my email, and the way that you get to my email right now, I'm working on some other things, but you see the little picture down there for the icon with my picture in it down there at the bottom of the page. And if you click on that, it takes you to my YouTube channel page. There is a portion up there that says about or description or something of that nature. When you click on that, it'll say more. Click on the more, and it will take you to an information page. Scroll down the page, and you can get the email. And anybody that would like to clear the stuff out of it, again, I'm working on a self-hypnosis video that will be coming up pretty soon. And a lot of it you can do yourself. But if you can't, if you need that one-on-one help or that understanding of stuff, I do help people with that. Give me a contact through the email. And oh, and by the way, if you would just click the like button, it doesn't cost you anything. Subscription, even if you don't like it, it helps you get out to other people, or helps this get out to other people that can use it and can need it. So again, it's pretty simple to manifest things as long as you're cleared out, because whatever you tell yourself in your conscious mind, if you have something in your unconscious mind that is in conflict, it wins because it's based on an emotion. It's not based on words. It's not based on what you say or what you think. It's based on an emotion or a feeling. And that is what works. That's why Neville said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Make it normal. I'll have more videos coming out with more information and the self-help things coming up shortly. So keep coming back. Give us a like, subscribe. Have a good day. Take care, and everybody be at peace.